Tonight, we're going to open up one of the most fascinating visions and revelations of end-time prophecy. Not to mention the prophetic unfolding of world history, it's actually a vision and a dream from the book of Daniel. What begins in this is going to culminate in the book of Revelation. But it even reveals what's happening in our own day, which we'll get to. And that we might know what we're witnessing and what we're dealing with in the world. So a lot to give you. Stay focused. We're starting Daniel 7, the vision of the four beasts or creatures. In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel saw a dream and visions in his mind as he lay on his bed. And then he wrote the dream down and related the following summary of it. Daniel said, I was looking in my visions by night, and behold, the four winds of heaven were stirring up the great sea. And four great beasts were coming out of the sea, different from each other. The first was like a lion, had wings of an eagle. I kept looking until its wings were plucked up, and it was lifted up from the ground and made to stand on 2 feet like a man. A human mind was given to it. Behold, another beast, a second one resembling a bear. It was raised up on one side, and 3 ribs were in its mouth between its teeth. And thus they said to it, Arise, devour much food. After this I kept looking. Behold, there's another one, like a leopard, which had on its back 4 wings of a bird. The beast also had 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. After this I kept looking in the night visions, and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful, terrifying, extremely strong, and it had large iron teeth. It devoured and crushed and trampled down the remainder with its feet, and was different from all the beasts that were before it. And it had 10 horns. And while I was contemplating the horns, behold, another horn, a little one, came up after them, and 3 of the first horns were pulled up by its roots before it. And behold, the horn possessed eyes like the eyes of a man, and a mouth uttering great blasphemies or boasts. And I kept looking until thrones were set up, and the Ancient of Days took his seat. And then at the end, verse 11 says, Then I kept looking because of the sound of the boastful words of the horn was speaking. I kept looking until the beast was slain, and its body was destroyed, given to the fire. Okay. Now, he sees this amazing vision of 4 creatures. And then of the 4th one is the one that is really what it's all going to focus on. This is unlike any other creature, and from it comes a horn, which for those who don't know, I don't want to spoil the ending of the Bible, but that is the Antichrist. Now he goes on with he actually interprets. The Bible interprets itself. And here it is, verse 15. As for me, Daniel, my spirit was distressed within me, and the visions in my mind kept alarming me. I approached one of those who was standing by and began asking him the exact meaning of this. So he told me, he made known to me the interpretation of these things. Now here's the interpretation. These great beasts, which are 4 in number, are 4 kings, or I'm throwing in kingdoms, who will arise from the earth. But the saints of the Most High will receive the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, for all ages to come. Then I desired to know the exact meaning of the 4th beast. These focus on the 4th, which was different from all the others, exceedingly dreadful, with teeth of iron and claws of bronze, devoured, crushed, trampled down the remnant with its feet. And the meaning of the 10 horns that were on its head, and the other horn that came up, before which 3 of them fell, namely that horn that had eyes and a mouth, uttering great boasts, which was larger in appearance than its associates. I kept looking, and the horn was waging war with the saints and overpowering them, until the Ancient of Days came and judgment was passed in favor of the saints of the Most High, and the time arrived when the saints took possession of the kingdom. Thus he said, the 4th beast will be a 4th kingdom on the earth, which will be different from all the other kingdoms. It will devour the whole earth, tread it down, and crush it. And for the 10 horns out of the 10 kingdoms, 10 kings will arise, and another will arise after them, will be different from the previous ones. Subdue 3 kings. He'll speak out against the Most High, wear down the saints of the highest one. He will intend to make altering in times and the law, and they will be given into his hand for a time, times, and half a time. Take note right there with the phrase time, times, and half a time. Time, in this case, is a year. Times, 2 years. You got 3. Half a time, half a year. Add it up, 3.5 years, which is going to link all these things to the book of Revelation, called the tribulation. 3.5 years. You know, you see it in all different forms in the book of Revelation. That's for another time, but note it now. Daniel sees a vision of 4 creatures, with special emphasis on the 4th, which will be linked to the end times, the last one. But to understand the vision, you have to first take note of an earlier revelation that was actually given to the king, Nebuchadnezzar, who's actually part of this, in a dream. So you're notified every time a new video is posted. Feel free to share your reactions with your comments and how you were blessed. And share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.